Hi guys. So today's video is going to be my June favorites. I have a lot of favorite things this month and I decided to break it up into categories, so if you're only interested in one specific kind of thing, then you can just go to whatever category that is in the description bar. I'll have a timestamp. Categories are food, makeup and grocery, YouTube, tech, and video games. I'm gonna start with the YouTube, tech, and video games because, oh my gosh, I am so excited about these things. Two of the things that I'm gonna mention are not even out yet, but they look so incredible, so I feel like I have to talk about them. These particular two things are trailers for some video games. If you guys are also video game fans, you know that the E3 convention just happened, which for those of you that aren't familiar with E3, it's this big get-together basically with a bunch of different video game developers, and they preview some upcoming video games. One particular game's trailer that I'm very excited for, and I'm sure it's no surprise to a lot of you, would be Cyberpunk 2077. I'll admit that I'm not a first-person gamer, which CD Projekt Red admitted that this is going to be in first-person perspective, but I don't even care because I wholeheartedly trust CD Projekt Red with any game they make because they made The Witcher, and that game is fantastic. I unfortunately have no idea how to show video game trailers without getting in trouble, so I can't show you the footage, but it looks so cool. I'll link it down below so that those of you who are interested can check it out. And if you're wondering what the game is kind of about or what it's supposed to be like, it's not anything like Witcher whatsoever. It's a futuristic and beautiful, I might add, RPG sort of kind of shooter. The next video game trailer that I am so excited for, dare I say more excited than Cyberpunk 2077, but oh my gosh, does this game look probably like the most stunning game I've ever seen. And I have pretty high expectations when it comes to the graphics, but oh my gosh, it's breathtaking. It's so beautiful. The game itself looks awesome. It's kind of a historical fiction game, and oh my goodness, I just am freaking out about this game. And that would be Ghost of Tsushima. The trailer that they ended up showing at E3 is actually kind of a gameplay trailer, so it's a little longer, but you should watch the whole thing because it's stunning. It looks so incredibly beautiful, and right away the gameplay looks pretty cool. And the story follows some samurai during the Mongol invasion of Japan, and I have to say the visuals of the game and the gameplay and stuff, it's funny because Cyberpunk is made by the same people as Witcher, but this game kind of looks like Witcher. And Witcher, obviously, because it's based off of the Polish books and it's made by a Polish company, the scenery is very European. Well, this game, of course, given the premise, the scenery is very Asian, and it just, oh my gosh, it's like, it just looks so amazing. You have to go watch this trailer. And lastly, for the tech category, I have to let you guys know that my sister started her own YouTube channel. It has nothing to do with books. It's not even close to being like the same as mine. Hers is more family oriented and savings oriented, those kinds of things. So the videos she's put up so far are kind of like Dollar Tree hauls and grocery hauls and things like that. She's only recently started her channel, but if you guys like those kinds of videos, I will leave a link to her channel in the description bar down below. You should go check her out. Moving on now to the food category, which I'm oh my gosh, I'm so excited to show you guys some of these things. So I'm probably going to be repeating myself pretty often in my favorites videos and goals videos, but my husband and I recently have been making an effort to find more household products that are cruelty-free, meaning they don't test on animals. And then as far as what we've been trying to eat, we've been trying to only eat meat or animal byproducts, so dairy and things like that, from humanely raised animals. It's actually been quite difficult. Not difficult in that I'm sitting here constantly craving fast food or anything like that, because I'm not, surprisingly, even though I used to eat it all the time. The difficult part is just finding food from animals that aren't mistreated or jacked up with a bunch of growth hormones. We have been going to our local farmers markets to help with this, but as far as snacks, it's been really difficult to find stuff that doesn't contain some kind of dairy or eggs or things like that, because I have no problem eating those things. I just don't want to eat those things if I don't know how the animals were treated that those things came from. One thing in particular I have been on the hunt for is some good, like really good cookie dough, because I really love cookies. And I found this, for those of you that are vegan, you'll be happy to know this is vegan. It's, oh my gosh, it's paleo friendly, gluten-free, grain-free, and vegan cookie dough. And I will admit, this brand, Capello's, is pretty pricey for the amount that you get, but it's cookie dough and it's delicious and I feel guilt-free eating it. Switching now to a very yummy salty snack, I found this buttery flavored popcorn. It also happens to be vegan for those of you who are vegan, and it's by the brand Earth Balance. It comes in what looks like a chip bag and it's already popped, so you don't have to pop it yourself. And the same brand also makes a bunch of butters that are vegan. The butter by this brand that I've been loving is the one that has olive oil in it. And then this popcorn I was a little skeptical of. I was like, I don't know if it's gonna have any flavor. And I was like, I like buttery flavors and stuff. And it totally does. It's very yummy. I don't know how they do it, but they did it and it's delicious. The last food thing I want to talk about is a recipe. I, in a couple of vlogs, have shown us making cinnamon pecans and they have turned out amazing. And so I wanted to share the recipe with you guys. I'll put a link to the website that I found the original recipe from because I didn't make this recipe myself. I want to give credit where credit's due. I did tweak the recipe just a little bit and basically made it less healthy, but the core of the recipe is exactly the same. So it contains, you want to get 3 cups worth of pecans, and then to that you want to put in a tablespoon of cinnamon, 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract, a 1/4 cup of maple syrup, and then 3/4 cups, or excuse me, whoa, that would be a lot, 3/4 teaspoons of salt. And to this I add a little bit of sugar when they're done, when they're cooling. So you want to take all these things and put them in a slow cooker, and then it only takes a couple hours. You stir it in the middle. Like I said, I'll have the link to the website that gives you better instructions than I'm giving. But at some point you open the lid, you stir them up a little bit, and then you let them finish their cooking time. And then, like I said, when I take them out, I sprinkle some sugar on, and how much sugar you want to put on is up to you, but I like cinnamon sugar pecans, and they still taste amazing though without the sugar. So if you don't want the sugar and you want them to remain less sweet and more healthy, then you can just take the recipe exactly as is. The next category is grocery and makeup. I kept this separate from food just because I'm more talking about like household products or toiletries or things like that in this category. The first thing I want to mention though is a new toothpaste that my husband and I have been using. It, like I said, we've been trying to get things that don't test on animals, and this one says right on the back there is no animal testing or animal ingredients, plus it says they strive to maximize recycled content and recyclability of their packaging, and that would be Tom's. The particular one that we purchased is the anti-plaque and whitening, and the reason I'm talking about it is not because it like tastes amazing or anything like that. One, I do appreciate that they are not harming animals in the making of this toothpaste, and also that they're trying to be nice to the planet. That's nice. But the reason I figured I would talk about it is because recently I've been noticing my teeth are looking a little whiter. And then a subscriber actually asked me, have you been whitening your teeth? Because your teeth look really white. And I was like, I have to talk about this toothpaste now. The next item I want to mention is actually a mascara. It is also cruelty free, so no animal testing, and it was recommended to me by some of you. I had in my Get Ready With Me video, I mentioned that I still haven't found a mascara that I absolutely love that's cruelty free, and this one was mentioned and it was super inexpensive, so that's great also. And it's called Lash Princess by the brand Essence. There's really not much to say about a good mascara. It makes my eyelashes look long and thick and dark. So that's what I want in a mascara, and it does all of those things. Did you notice I hesitated because it started to sound very inappropriate all of a sudden? Anyway, that's it for my favorites of June. For those of you that are game fans, let me know if you guys are as pumped for Ghosts of Tsushima and Cyberpunk 2077 as I am. And let me know if you guys have any food or makeup or household stuff or just stuff in general that you've been loving. Anyway, that's it though. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye.